Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Daniel Sun back. It's my day off today, and I decided to do a review. It is Friday, October 25th, my day off today. And man, I gotta tell y'all something. I love October. I love this time of October. I like when it's starting to get towards November because everything's so much cooler. Everybody seems to be in a better mood. You got Halloween coming up. I don't know. There's just something in the air I just love October and November. Everything's like pumpkin and spice, and I don't know. I just love this time of year. But I decided to do a review, and I decided to do Bois de Vétiver by Karl Lagerfeld. I've been wearing this for a solid week because I don't know. I used to wear it every once in a while, and I used to get different things from it every time I wore it. So I decided to wear this fragrance every single day for a week, preparing for this review, so my review will be accurate. But before I get on with my review, I wanted to ask y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to take a little vote. Today is Friday. My next day off is the day after tomorrow, which is Sunday. I don't know which review I want to do next, so I want y'all to vote on which review you want me to do this coming Sunday, which is the day after tomorrow. I was thinking actually of doing a comparison review between Polo by Ralph Lauren and a clone of Polo. It's called Classic Match. It's from Belcam. It's just actually called Classic Match Polo, I believe. But I can do a comparison review between Polo and the clone of Polo and tell you what I think about that. Or I can do, there was a girl, I work in a grocery store, that found out that I was into fragrances. So she actually bought this for me and brought it into me to work so I could check it out. But she bought this whole bottle for me, which I thought was pretty good. It's a house called Frankie and Myrrh. It's called Hippie Go Lucky. This is actually it's a patchouli grapefruit aromatherapy body spray. But it's like a multi-purpose aromatherapy spray. You can use it as a body fragrance, or you can use it as to spray on your linens to make your linens smell good, or spray it on your clothes, or room freshener, or whatever you want to do with it. But I can do a review on that. It's got a really 1960s raw patchouli. Or I can do, my friend Eve Durac sent me this. She sent some different things to me, but this is called Intense Cafe Eau de Parfum by Montel Paris. I think this is a 3 ml that she sent to me. I've wore it several times, but I still have enough to wear it probably another 3 or 4 wearings. But I can do a review on this Sunday if you want me to. Excellent fragrance. But just let me know. About this fragrance, let me tell you a little bit about this. This come out in 2017. The perfumer is Christophe Renaud. Bois de Vétiver actually translates as Wood of Vetiver. The top notes to this is blood orange, pink grapefruit, mint. The heart notes is vetiver, geranium, rose. The base notes is ambroxan, patchouli, and musk. Now, I've had Karl Lagerfeld fragrances since the 80s. I really like this house a lot. I actually have another Karl Lagerfeld, so I actually have 2 at this moment. But I've had Karl Lagerfeld since in my collection sometimes since the 1980s. But I have Lagerfeld Photo Aftershave, which is really killer aftershave. But there's 2 main reasons that I got this. I wanted to get another Karl Lagerfeld fragrance that I never owned, and this is fairly new. This came out in 2017, so I've never owned this. And another reason is because I looked on Fragrantica. There's nothing but positive reviews on Fragrantica and Base Notes. Everybody's like hyping this up. There's several fragrance reviewers on YouTube that has given this a really, really solid review. So that's another reason that I blind bought this, is because of a lot of the hype. I've been wearing this for a solid week. Let me actually show you the bottle first. The bottle is actually pretty cool. It's clear, but it seems to have some kind of like a aqua tint to it. But it's a really cool bottle. Very thick, heavy glass. The cap is plastic, but it's see-through and it's thick and it's very well made. The cap snaps on very, very well, so you don't have any problem with the cap falling off. The atomizer is excellent. So the presentation is actually very, very good on this thing. This is an Eau de Toilette 100 ml. I'll tell you what I get. In the opening, I get, even though lemon is not in the notes, I get a lemon drop accord in the opening. It's like a sweet, candy, lemony opening. That's the main thing that I get in the opening. In the mid, there is still some of that lemon drop candy accord or smell, but in the mid, the florals start coming in, and the florals that this has, I can't tell you. The florals in this is geranium and rose. I can't detect. It's not a kind of floral that's really detailed. I just know it's a floral fragrance that comes in the mid, and it's actually quite nice. So the mid is much better than the opening, but where this fragrance shines is in the dry down. You get that beautiful floral. It's almost spicy in the background in a way, but I get that floral, and I get the ambroxan, and I get the patchouli sort of combination. I don't get musk whatsoever in this. So the opening sucks, the mid is better, and the dry down is very good. Now, I wrote down the positive things that I like about this, and I wrote down the negative things that I do not like about this fragrance. I'll give you the positives first. The positives is the mid and the dry down is nice. The dry down is actually the nicest part of this fragrance as far as the development. The cost is killer. It's right now FragranceNet has this for $24 for 100 ml. That's what this is, which I will put in the description on where you can get this if you want to check it out. So it's the mid and the dry down that I like about this. The cost is killer, and the versatility to me is killer. This is very versatile as far as you can wear this in any season. Male or female can wear it, young or old, any occasion. It's very, very versatile. Now I'll give you the things I do not like about this fragrance. The main thing that I do not like about this fragrance is it is very misleading, because I do not detect any vetiver whatsoever in this. No vetiver. I'm sure it has some vetiver in it to a certain extent, maybe just like a microscopic amount of vetiver, but I do not detect any vetiver in this as far as my smell at all. And that actually sort of pisses me off a little bit, that houses actually do that. They'll put a note in the fragrance like this, vetiver, or Oud Absolute by Pinot Silvestre. This is actually a killer fragrance. This is a really nice floral fragrance, but it has Oud Absolute. I do not detect any oud in this whatsoever, and that's very misleading for companies to do that. It pisses me off, and it makes me not want to trust houses that do that when they put something in the name like vetiver or oud, and you're not able to smell it at all whatsoever. So that makes me not trust companies when they do stuff like that. It's very misleading. So there's no vetiver in here that I can detect whatsoever. That's a big minus. The opening is very synthetic and artificial to me, which I do not like. And the second worst thing about this fragrance is the performance. The performance absolutely sucks on this fragrance. Couple of reviewers saying that they were getting like 6-7 hours on this. I ain't getting anywhere close to that. I'm getting more like 3.5 to 4 hours max on this. So the longevity sucks. There is no projection at all. Maybe a very initial spray, you'll get a little bit of projection, but within like a couple of minutes it basically turns into a skin scent. So if you're looking for other people to smell you, they are not going to smell you unless they have their nose buried in your skin. You do get whiffs of this if you move around, like for the first 3 hours, but after 3.5 hours it basically disappears. So the performance is horrible on this thing. I like the mid and I like the dry down, but that's it. That's basically it. And the mid and the dry down doesn't last long enough for me to even enjoy it at all, because the longevity is just, it's there 1 minute and it goes away. So if I want to smell that mid and dry down again, I have to spray it and go through that opening, which I don't like. So it's not worth it for me to ever get this again. I'm very, very actually disappointed in this fragrance. But if you happen to want to check it out, I will put the link in the description on where you can check this out. But the mid, and for 2 hours, I can enjoy this. For 2 or 3 hours, I can enjoy this. It's very fresh. The floral is beautiful. It's a feel-good fragrance as far as the mid and the dry down. It makes me, it's a fresh, beautiful floral. It makes me feel good, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last at all. So I won't be purchasing this again. But anyway, that's it for my review, and my very brutal, honest review. And let me know what you want me to do Sunday as far as the Polo clone and Polo comparison, or the Cafe Intense, or Intense Cafe, or the Hippie Go Lucky. Anyway, let me know what you think of my review, and let me know what you want me to do next as far as my review. And today's Friday, so I hope y'all have a good Friday or weekend, or whatever day it is you see this. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're happy. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Bye.